Okay, so I'm going camping at Aguirre Spring Recreation Area. It's quite scenic here. Can't tell from this vantage point, but the Oregon mountains here are extremely rough and rugged and good to make photographs. It's kind of a strange place because they lock the gate. You can't get in and out at certain times. I've been down this road in the spring when the wildflowers were in bloom, and it was really nice. That is White Sands Missile Range headquarters right down there. We're looking down in the Tularosa Basin just below the St. Augustine summit. One time I came through there and it was raining so hard you could hardly see. In fact, they clocked the wind in there one time at 116 miles an hour. Fortunately, I missed that one. Okay, here we go. This is quite a road, as you'll see. Very winding, twisty, one way in a lot of places. friends, I recommended this place to them. They had horses. They came up here. That's not a bad sight. Anyway, they came up here, and there is a horse corral down here, and their horses were spooked all night, and so he was out there with a flashlight and saw these big yellow eyes, and in the mornings found mountain lion tracks. So there are definitely mountain lions around here. The sun's behind those big spires there. Is kind of cool. Yeah, that's what you call rugged. I would not want to try to cross those except in a designated pass with a trail. I'm hoping my 12-volt fridge stayed powered. I had to work out something to run power back out through the cab, around, and into the bed of the truck, power it. While I'm driving, I figure I might as well power it off the vehicle, and then once I stop, I'll hook it up to the battery. Save some battery power. Well, here we are. I managed to get the truck way back in here. Hard to get out the driver's side door, but there's actually room for 2 cars. I didn't think there would be, but if he shows up, there he is. Let's see. Probably the angle of the sun tonight is not going to be ideal for viewing these mountains like I've seen it in the past, but that'll give you some idea of it anyway. A nice fire pit. And a little barbecue over there if you want to do charcoal, but I don't. I got firewood. Look at all the firewood. I got loads and loads of it. So I got all the firewood and everything unloaded. I just left the sleeping bag and pads and the fridge in there. I got it hooked to its big battery. Should be good for 2.5 days or more. Well, here's how I got things set up out here. Stove. That big cardboard box has been my camp kitchen for 35 years. The white bucket is what I keep non-perishable food in. Got a screw lid, I should say, that keeps out bugs and squirrels. Won't keep out bears, but I'll put it in the back or the front tonight. And that's a bunch of other stuff. So I got a few other items out here to show you. My Pixel 6a phone, which I'm eligible to upgrade, but unless I get the satellite texting, I'm not really interested in upgrading. I actually like the 3A I had better because it had the fingerprint reader on the back. It was just where your index finger went. It was great. These are my cheap earbuds, Impow, but they're pretty nice. There's no way I'm going to pay what Apple or Google wants for theirs. These work well enough for me. Kindle is Paperwhite. And then I got auxiliary battery to charge this GoPro up. I found that thing in a field walking along one day, brought it home, cleaned it up, and it works. And here's one of my favorite flashlights, this Workos. It's bright, but it's also got a really dim moonlight or candle mode, they call it, which is very handy. This is one of 2 bicycle lights I got in a kit. And I wanted that because you can use them just as regular lights. And I insulated my beer now with this Icebox Brewing koozie. That place is over the hill, only about 15 miles. I might take a stop over there before I go home. And oh, it's a new knife I got. I've been thinking about fixed blade, small fixed blade for EDC, everyday carry. I keep hearing people talk about. And this is the closest one I could find to what I wanted for any reasonable amount of money, because one thing, I don't know if I'm going to like it. I mean, I like the knife, but I don't think I'm going to like carrying it, because even though I put this ulti-clip on it to clip inside my pocket, it just takes too much space this way, and it makes it hard to reach down in my pocket and get other things like my chapstick or a lighter or my inhaler. So this knife is real cheap MTech, but I don't like their folding knives. Cheap junk, I think, mostly. I haven't had one, but that's my impression of from handling some and hearing about it. But this is actually just a big chunk of steel. I think it's like 8CR13 MOV. Nothing to brag about, and about as low as I would want to go, but it's fine for chopping and batoning stuff around camp. And to compare this Streamlight to, I've got an old, what is this thing? Petzl, French-made Petzl I bought like 20 years ago when I was going backpacking in October, and I knew the nights would be long and cold, and I'd spend a lot of time in the tent. And then this one is just Black Diamond or something. We'll see how they work. Anyway, some of my toys. Use this as a match to light the other side of the paper. Guess I should have combed my hair. Oh well, that's why they make hats. Warm up a little bit. This all smell like smoke, but I don't care. All right. Puncture it a little bit. Pour a little wine on it. Of course, I'm going to have some of this with it after it's cooked.